Page 2. Windows and doors shall be weather-tight with glass, free of cracks to prevent wind, air, and/or rain penetration. No room which contains a furnace, open flame heating unit without proper ventilation or gas meter is designated as a bedroom. Bedrooms must have at least 70 square foot of floor space and a separate entrance without going through another bedroom. Kitchen and bath. Stove must be clean and in working order and secured. Refrigerator must be clean and in working order and with a good door seal. Hot and cold running water in kitchen and the bathrooms. There must be a shower or bathtub that works. There must be a flush toilet that works, securely mounted and does not leak. The bathroom must have either an outside window or an exhaust fan vented to the outside. There must not be any plug drains. Check for slow drains. Exterior. House or apartment shall be properly numbered with proper illumination, lighting. There must be stepping stones or a walkway to the unit. The roof must not leak. Indications of a leak are discolorations or stains on the ceiling. All common allways, walkways, and parking areas must be free of cracks and tripping hazards and properly illuminated. Weeds and grass shall be less than 4 inches in height. All units shall have adequate garbage containers with covers. 4 or more exterior stairs must have handrails 34 inches to 38 inches from the ground. I, as the owner, agent, landlord of the property, hereby acknowledge that all applicable conditions above have been checked and are in compliance with Housing Quality Standards, HQS. By signing this form, I understand that if HCVP conducts an initial inspection of this unit and finds any of the above conditions are in compliance, ACP has the right to cancel unit inspection and request for tenancy approval. If inspection is canceled, HCVP will not schedule a re-inspection and will require family to search for a new unit. Lastly, they're asking that you identify if you are the owner, agent, or landlord. They're requesting your signature and date. On the last line, they're asking that you identify again if you're the owner, agent, or landlord, and to print your name. You will have to make space for every member that has control of this entity. I would also like to note that, of course, there may be changes to this form. Once the inspector comes out, they will inform you of any other violations that may be in compliance. Thank you. Disclosure of information on lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards. Lead warning statement. Housing built before 1978 may contain lead-based paint. Lead from paint, paint chips, and duct can pose health hazards if not managed properly. Lead exposure is especially harmful to young children and pregnant women. Before renting pre-1978 housing, lessors must disclose the presence of known lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards in the dwelling. Lessees must also receive a federally approved pamphlet or lead poisoning prevention. Lessors disclosure. Section A. You must identify 1 or 2 in Section A. Presence of lead-based paint and or lead-based hazards. Check 1 or 2 below. When you check this, as realtors, we actually get initials. Known lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards are present in the AX that you explained. Or number 2. Lessor has no knowledge of lead-based paint and or lead-based paint. Section B. Records and reports available to lessor. Check 1 or 2 below. 1. Lessor has provided the lessee with all available records and reports pertaining to lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards in the housing. List below. Or number 2. Lessor has no reports or records pertaining to lead-based paint and or lead-based paint hazards in the housing. Lessee's acknowledgement. Please initial A. Lessee has received copies of all information listed above. B. Lessee has received the pamphlet Protect Your Family from Lead in Your Home. For clients and future clients of Shawna Swann with Metropolitan Living Realty Group, an electronic copy of this document pamphlet will be sent to you as well as your prospective renter. Agent's acknowledgement. Please initial. A. Agent has informed the lessor of the lessor's obligation under 42 U.S.C. 4852, Section D, and is aware of his or her responsibility to ensure compliance. Here, the lessors, lessees, and agents will sign and date their names. What happens if DCHA discovers potential lead paint hazards during an inspection? Please read this document carefully. On the second page, a completed lease-up package must include this notice, which must be signed by both the landlord and client. If this notice is not signed by both parties, the packet will be canceled. I. Print your name of the HCVP client, head of household. Acknowledge that I have read and understood all of the lead paint hazard information contained in this notice. The head of household, HCVP client, is requested to sign and date. Last section, I, print name of landlord, owner, or agent, acknowledge that I have read and understood all of the lead paint hazard information contained in this notice. Signature and date is required for every member involved. Here we have the District of Columbia Tenant Bill of Rights. This document is 4 pages long. Please read each page from top to bottom. It lists a lot of information that you need as a tenant. On the 4th page, it's requesting your name for all parties involved as a tenant and your date of the signature. This document is a self-certification that intent to vacate was served to the landlord. This is stating that the prospective tenant has given their previous landlord at least 30 days prior to leaving the premises. I would like to note that I am not an employee of DCHA. I am a real estate agent licensed in Washington, D.C. and Maryland with the Metropolitan Living Realty Group. Again, my name is Shawna Swann, and I thank you for this opportunity to share this information with you.